in the 2026 season. And it'll be Nate Hobbs. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Browns and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And when he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. To throw is Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Brewer. He finds his man. Complete. It's Peters. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. A beautiful fake. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. The Falcons at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing on first down, Brewer. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. To throw on second down, Brewer. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Kamara. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. Back to throw. Brewer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop this down to Taylor, and it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but They put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
To throw from his end zone, Brewer. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brewer. Back to Kamara for another catch. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brewer, he finds his man, complete. It's Peters. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brewer. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And the Browns getting set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Back to throw, Watson. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38, Watson. Caught left side by Mechie. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the red zone now, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Watson looks to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the gun on 3rd down, Brewer. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this to the 32. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Brewer. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Brewer. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Peters. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Back to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones. Not having...
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Watson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On 1st down, it's Watson. Dancing to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break. Watson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They start the second half with Kamara. Nifty move. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Watson over the middle. That's caught by Mechie. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Brewer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Down the throw here, complete on the right sideline. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw. Brewer. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw again, and his pass incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of it. It's right there. They got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The Browns send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. To throw on 3rd down, Brewer. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
His impatience has to be brought in order, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Watson's throw pulled in by Atwell here.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Watson on 1st down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
It's 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, number 1 on the list Some things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at the 40. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Watson.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Watson. Flush to his right.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. To the air yet again, Watson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Touchdown, Browns.
Jonathan Taylor,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point up and through, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A give. This is Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Brewer. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And he wisely will throw that one away. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Ball start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Watson.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watson going to try and run it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And I do believe that sometimes as a defender, when you see read option, you're just making an educated guess because the offense feels like no matter what move you make, it turns out right for them. Sometimes it can burn you making that guess, but I think here, He said, "I'll pursue him."
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Fielded right around the 8. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brewer. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for loss.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Following the fumble recovery, Brewer. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Kamara trying again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Brewer. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now they've ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down by 10. 1:44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Watson. And this one into the hands of Mechie.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
To throw, Watson. Repeated the last play, going to Mechie here.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
Now Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watson to throw. Completes this to Jefferson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Watson. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now Watson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Falcons, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints.